Welcome, Flyers fans. You're listening to Chris Mayer, Flyers Fan Mania 93 on YouTube.
All right, so Flyers lose 3-1 to the Chicago Blackhawks in the only game in the NHL tonight. It's so weird when you look at the NHL schedule and you see one game tonight, and if you were to sit there and literally just go on NHL and look at how many games are on tomorrow, it's insane. There's like, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 games tomorrow, but that's not the point of me talking about this. Flyers, honestly, compared to yesterday, they didn't play great. Took a lot of penalties, took 5, so right then and there, that's 10 minutes of the game where you're down a man. So there's that. The other thing was they gave up an early goal and then another goal right after a power play, and went 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. Had a stretch of 12 minutes and 12 seconds in the second period, and the remaining 12 minutes, 12 seconds where they didn't have a shot on net. So there's that. And, Sandstrom gave them a chance. He had a lot of good saves in this game, a handful really dandy ones in the first. Flyers couldn't really climb back in it. Same lines as yesterday. Lawton, Hayes, Konechny, Van Riemsdyk, Farabee, Brink, Cates, Frost, Tippett, Lindblom, Thompson, McEwen, Provorov and Adard, Hoberg, Sanheim, Yandel, and Zamula, and Sandstrom in net. And, of course, Eric Gustafsson would open the scoring in this one, because why not? And it's things like this, attention to detail, Farabee not being there, and Gustafsson picks a corner, and after that goal, Sandstrom was great. Again, the 2-0 goal was a breakaway, and then the 3-1 goal from DeBrincat was a one-timer that, again, the seam pass seemed like it was open all night for the Blackhawks, and the Flyers got exposed in that area. It wasn't even like that I thought the penalty kill was bad in this game. It was just the fact that it was minutes away of trying to do something offensively. And then when you have a stretch of 12 minutes and 12 seconds where you don't even have a shot, that's more than a period of play. That's 22 minutes and 12 seconds where you're, shorthanded or you don't have a shot on net. So that's a big reason why they lost that game. Outside of that, the Flyers put up 34 shots, and, Lankinen, he had a handful of saves in this game. Overall, I thought the Flyers did a solid job of testing him. It was just they couldn't necessarily finish the power plays. So after that, Gustafsson goal that made it 1-0. Flyers had a power play, and it's so confusing to me because yesterday, right, 2 deflection goals from Noah Cates. One was even strength, the other was the power play goal, their first power play goal since March 29th. I talked about that yesterday. And this opening power play has JVR on the first unit at the front of the net. The second unit has Konechny. It is the most confusing thing to me with Mike Yeo that you have success yesterday and you score the power play goal, first power play goal since March 29th in almost a month. And then you take the guy off of it who scored that goal and tip the puck in. It makes no sense to me. So anyway, right out of the box, Tays, 2-0. Flyers would respond. Hayes would score. Really nice pass by Konechny on the stretch pass. And then a really nice feed from Lawton to get it to Hayes. Chicago would then get a power play, their first power play of the game. The Flyers actually did a pretty good job in that penalty kill. Had a couple good plays at the line, couple block shots. Didn't really give Chicago anything. Kubalik was wide open on a one-timer. Sandstrom then had a really nice save on Kurashev in close. Flyers got a power play. Frost had a chance in close. That was really it, though. Lawton had a breakaway. Hayes had a shot that ended up going wide. So the Flyers had 2 chances there. And then Sandstrom made a really nice save on Kubalik on a one-timer. Dove over. So he had 2 saves where he just dove over and made a really nice save. Sandstrom has been so good. And he's 0-3-1. And it just feels like every time he's in net, they don't give him a chance to win. And he makes them saves. He keeps them in games. The Rangers game, if you go back to that game, it felt like that first goal from Cabo Caco. He's wide open. He walked down Broadway and scored that. Felt like the game against Buffalo in, last Sunday in the home game. It felt like they didn't really give him much of a chance in that one either. And in his first game, he was fantastic in his debut. Made 43 saves on 46 shots against San Jose back in December. And was lights out. And still got a piece of the overtime winner. I believe that was scored by Timo Meyer. But again, it was Tomas Hertl. But again, you get my point. It's like, it doesn't seem like they give him much of a chance to win, and I feel bad for him because he's played really well. But we'll see if he resigns it in the summer. That's a different situation. But Hogberg had two really nice plays to open up this period. Nice breakout pass, and then another play to break up Lafferty going up the way, going up the cut down the middle there. I've really liked Hogberg in the 3 games he's played. I thought he had a pretty good game against Montreal. He had a couple plays where he was a little out of position early, but it happens. It's his NHL debut. I thought he had a really solid game against Pittsburgh. Made some really good defensive plays. He can really stretch the puck. And even tonight, it's like I've really enjoyed his play one-on-one. He's a guy I'm hoping can kind of continue that in the next 2 games. If you kind of see the same things, I think he's had a handful of good games overall. So it was good to see him. I thought he had a really nice game tonight. Flyers didn't really do much in this period, as I said, offensively. They had a power play, some passing, not really many opportunities. Hoberg had another nice play on the wall to get the puck out. Prorov had a nice stretch past the brink, and that shot was blocked. Then 2 power plays back-to-back. Lawton with a slash. Hook on JVR. Chicago gets 2 power plays. And Sandstrom had a nice save on Kane. Then Seth Jones hit the crossbar from the point. So, again, it was just not good to end that period. 2 power plays back-to-back. Then you open this period, that power play running over for a minute. Then you take another penalty. Then the brink it scores to make it 3-1. It was just a turnover one-way. Farabee, it felt like he passed the puck way too hard. Hayes ended up missing it. It just felt like it was an unnecessarily faster pass than it really needed to be. Hayes ends up missing it. Hawks go the other way. 3-1. And it's just like the same stuff over and over again. The cross-seam pass and Sandstrom's left out the drive. The brink gets, he probably scores on that 9 out of 10 times. Maybe even 10 out of 10 times, and he spots one there. And then the Flyers take another penalty. And it felt like with the empty net, not much was towards the net. And then you have the play late with Lafferty and Farabee, that whole kind of thing. So, the last time these 2 teams met, there was a lot of scrums, a lot of hits. It was a very entertaining game. Flyers ended up winning that game 4-3 back on March 5th. And that was actually the last time, March 5th and 8th, the 4-3 win against Vegas, 2-1 win against, 4-3 win against Chicago, 2-1 win against Vegas. That Tuesday, March 8th, was the last time they won back-to-back games since the last 2 games the Flyers played against Montreal and Pittsburgh. So there's that. But again, it just wasn't good enough tonight. Too many penalties, a long stretch of no shots on goal, and Sandstrom gave them a chance, but the Flyers haven't played well enough in front of him to get him a win. And that's been the story of the year. They just haven't played well enough. So, obviously, there's more to that, but you get my point. So, let me know your guys' thoughts below. Remember to check out SeatGeek and Garrett Group Construction. Flyers lose, and as of right now, with the standings, they are still the 4th worst team in the league, 29th overall, 80 games played, and Seattle has 2 games in hand and are 3 points back of the Flyers. Flyers at 61, and Seattle has 58. So we'll see if the Flyers drop those 2 wins, put them up a little bit. We'll see the last 2 games, Winnipeg Wednesday, Ottawa on Friday. So again, as I said, thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you all again soon.